Okay, this video is about if you don't have your emotions together and you can't put them under control, you're going to be acting out on so many different things that aren't going to do you any good. So if it's around finance, if it's around women, if it's around anything to do with needing, you're going to push it away. The more you need something, the more you try to get it, the more you're going to push it away. And you can actively push something away by needing it, or you can actively avoid it, which also pushes it even further away from you. So that applies to love as well. So you can try and force something, and the more you try and force something, it's not going to happen. Sometimes you just got to sit back, breathe, relax, and know that the flow of life will make things happen. And people can sense that needy energy. Whether you're needing to get a job, whether you're needing to attract some money into your life, if you're needing love, everyone's going to sense it. But they will also sense it when you stop needing that as well. And they'll start to question you. They'll go, oh, you've changed. Or you'll start hearing things like compliments said to you. Like I remember I was dating someone back in October, so 5 or 6 months ago, and this person used a lot of words of affirmation. And when that ended and those were taken away, I started to need them. I was like, fuck, I need these words of affirmation to make myself feel better. So I was like in a needy place of needing it more. But then I realized that I could give those to myself. And I could affirm things to myself that I believed in myself. So I like the way that I am able to communicate. I like that I was able to, have charisma and able to start conversations with anyone, anywhere in the world. These were things I started to affirm to myself that I was able to do. I could be dropped in any city around the world, anywhere, and I would be able to strike up a conversation with someone, and by the end of the day, either have a date, a friend to go for a drink with, or some new event party that something was happening that I could go to. And I believed that. I affirmed that to myself. And through these words of affirmation, you start to build a better sense of self. And the more you give that to yourself, then you start to notice that other people give that to you as well. So now I'm getting a lot of compliments. I get a lot of people commenting on my voice, or commenting on the way I communicate, or my ability to do certain things. And then I realized, I'm like, oh yeah, actually yeah, because I started to tell myself that, which made it more attractive to me. It became in my life because I attracted it rather than chased it. Now, what I'm going through right now is trying to attract some more finance into my life so I can make the next move. And I was coming at it from a needy place, so that made me act upon that energy in the crypto market, where I started to get emotional and sell when I shouldn't and bought when I shouldn't. And it's all about emotions. It's the same thing. The more you need, you'll look at it dropping and you'll sell. The more it goes up, you'll buy more, and you'll act in the most illogical way. And you have to do the reverse. If it's going down, that's time to buy. If it's going up, it's time to sell. Or don't get involved if you can't control those emotions. And that's the same across the board. I'm going to keep reiterating that. What works for you in finance will work for you in relationships, will work for you in fitness. You have to show up to all of these things 100% and also have the ability to navigate them with a sort of, they're happening in front of you rather than you're stuck in it and caught in chaos. And a word came up last night at Comedy Improv. The theme of the one of the long form improvs was cacophony, which is chaos. And being able to perform in chaos, the meta of that, the meta of doing comedy improv, which is quite a chaotic experience as it is, but then having to perform around a certain word and developing something, I was struggling in it. I felt like I was struggling in it. And then after, everyone was like, oh my God, you were great. Things were really good. And then even today, the day after, I'm getting people saying, oh, I heard you were really good in the comedy improv last night. So you've got to remember, not everyone can sense what's going on in your internals. And what might be not good for one person might be really good for another. And I think the biggest thing I'm trying to say here is you have to develop a huge sense of self-belief. Self-belief is key for anything that you do right now. You've got to believe that you can go out and do the thing that you think you can go out and do. And not need it, want it, forget that you want it, and then the way that you become the person that gets that into your life is what will make those things happen for you. So you have to be the person that, if you're going to go to the gym and you're going to change your physique and you want to get muscles and you want to be bigger and you want to run faster and, have a more flexible body, you have to show up and put that time in. And to keep needing it, you're going to think you need to go to the gym more, when you need to be able to do all of the things, not just showing up to the gym. You need to recover. You need to eat properly to fuel that. You need to have a good mindset when you go in, not just sat on your phone the whole time. And you need to not give up just because, you don't see the results straight away. And it's better to want this and start acting as an athlete and do that rather than chasing something. So it does happen. Put the time in, put the effort in, show up. I thought I'd carry on. I've never read The Law of Attraction. I've never read The Secret or whatever that book is. But I'm just going off my own experiences that the more I have needed something in my life, the more I repel it. And that goes with when I was an actor and I was doing auditions and getting rejected left, right, and center because I wanted nothing more than these acting jobs. I needed them more than anything because they were good pay and they were going to be something good for the CV. Like, I had to fly back from a little holiday in Croatia one time to go and audition for Nina Gold, who was the casting director of Game of Thrones, and I thought, okay, right, I really need to go and do this. I need it, and I showed up and I overdid it in the audition. They said they wanted someone with like braided hair or dreadlocks, so I braided my hair and it looked ridiculous, and I had like one line that I had to sign an NDA for, and I put so much effort into that one line when really it was a throwaway line, and I made a big deal about it. It would have been if I had gone in just being like, I can either get this or I don't, whatever happens, it's fine. But instead I was like nervous. I'm like, oh God, I need this. And the same things showed up when it comes to dating, and love. Like, the more you I need love. I need that person to love me. I need that person to accept me and love me, because if they don't, then I don't have any worth or value. And that's ridiculous, because that doesn't define that for you. You define that for you. Same thing goes for when you're looking for a job and you're being rejected by different jobs, or you're not finding the one that you really want to do, and you're like, oh my God, or your money isn't where you want it to be right now, and you know that you could be doing better. You're sat there going, oh my God, I'm not worth anything because I don't have that much worth. And sadly, in this society, you do need to have money, and it does, help you with your status and your financial wealth and your mental health as well. Being able to have money affords you freedom, time, and energy to be able to do the things that you want to do. But needing it pushes it away so hard. So don't push, don't need. In Buddhism, the attachment to needing something is the root of suffering. So once you let that go, through the practices of meditation, through the practices of breathing, journaling, trying to find self-worth and internal worth that isn't dependent on anything outside of yourself, only then will you not need from the outside. And only then you'll start to feel better about yourself. I might add, recently I've been having a bit of a downtime, and I thought that I needed medication. But the more I need that medication, the worse I feel, because I'm like, I can't do this without this. And now as I sit here and talk through those thoughts and address them and feel it, I think, actually, wait there, no, action is the best way to attract things into your life. You don't need this to get that. You just put the action in. Take action. Make a video. Go out with a camera and start shooting. Go apply for jobs. Think outside the box when you're applying for those jobs. You can set up a camera on a tripod and do an introduction video on your phone. Everything you have right now at your disposal, all the tools you have, you already have them. You don't need this kind of microphone. I'm just using it because I have it. And go create, go build, go make, go talk to everyone that you meet and show them that you're genuinely interested in them, and things will start to flow back to you. Anyway, I'm actually going to cut this video off here, and if you did like what you heard, pop a little subscription and notification if you want to hear again. You can reach out to me on Instagram in my DMs. I'm more than happy to chat through things with you, and have a lovely day. Peace out.